Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sicilian Corner podcast. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous morning out there. I felt like opening up the sunroof this morning. Really, it's just beautiful. The sun is so strong, it's unbelievable.
Nice, good to hear.
Well, how are things out on the island?
Snowy, windy.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
you got more snow than I've ever seen out there.
Yeah,
Just in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. But it's going to disappear real quick. You know something? It's good for the ground level. I know most people in Massachusetts, a lot of them aren't on well water, but New Hampshire, a lot of residents are on well water. And having this snow melt the way it does, it'll help. It'll help considerably. Because last year, some wells started going dry.
How's the lake level?
The lake is extremely, for this time of year, I'm glad you asked that. Cannibal Lake, in my opinion, and I've been there 44 years, it's extremely low.
Yeah.
Extremely low. You know, ice fishing in the last couple of weeks has been very, very popular. There's quite a few people going out there, but it's supposed to warm up pretty nicely. So I don't know what the heck to expect. This morning, we have the honor, and this is the first time I've met this young man. His name is Michael Bevilaqua. And if that name sounds familiar, his father, Joe, would be with us a few times. And, you know, something, nobody was more proud than the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce than Joe.
Yep.
And now we have his son who's taken the reins over. So we got some fresh ideas and a lot of things that are going on. And we're getting into that very, very shortly. I just wanted to say, Louis, that last night I was bringing my trash out. It was about 10 o'clock because my guys, they come like 7 o'clock in the morning. They're picking stuff up.
Yep.
And so I put it out the night before, the big barrels, the bins. Michael, there were coyotes. They were serenading last night. They had to be 3 or 4 different ones.
Nice.
And the air is so crystal clear right now with the dew point next to nothing.
Right.
It sounded like they were right on top of you. And this is their mating season. So they were calling Mrs. Coyote to see if she was available because they usually have their pups the 3rd or 4th week into May. And it was surreal. It really was. It was like orchestration.
Nice though, right?
It was nice. Yeah.
You don't have a small dog.
It was nice.
As long as you don't see them,
Yeah. Well, you know, they don't,
they stay away.
If you respect them, you know, the worst thing you can do is turn your back and run.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can do. You know, stand there bigger than life, put your hands up,
Don't mind
make some noise.
Yeah.
Their tail is always down anyway. They hightail it out of there.
Yeah.
They don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, they're neighbors on the island. We get a ton of coyote.
Oh, I'm sure you do, especially in the refuge, right?
Yeah, get those nights.
Can you hear them?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Last night it was so clear. It was so clear. Hey, listen, I want to thank you for taking the time out. I was looking at some of the things that go on at the Merrimack Valley Chamber, and I said to myself, how the heck does he manage all of this?
I don't know.
You must have some great support staff.
We only have, myself, Mary Beth, who's in the office, and my dad, who's more part-time now. So we keep busy ourselves. And, my dad, there's no one I know who's more proud of being Italian than my dad. And he's taught my brother and I to be proud as well. He taught us how to, have a strong work ethic. And, so that's what Italians do. And, we do everything in-house ourselves. When we have events, we don't have a marketing agency.
You don't?
We don't have someone set up the events. We go and do it all ourselves. We break it all down ourselves. We carry in the big equipment ourselves. And that's how it's done. And people ask how we do it. And to me, it's just second nature at this point. So
because you were brought up on it, that's why.
Yep. So I've had no one better teach me at the chamber. I've been there, I think 15 years this May, which is crazy to think about. He brought me into.
I was going to say, you've been there 15.
Yeah.
25. You were 25 when you son.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you got big footprints to follow because your dad lived it, breathed it, I mean, he was just, no matter where you went.
Oh yeah, he's everywhere in the Merrimack Valley he could be. So, but my dad, he would bring my brother and I when he started in the mid '90s. He'd bring my brother and I to the trade shows. We were this big. We go to the trade shows. We go to the big events. And you dressed up. You introduced yourself to people, and that's where my love for the chamber really started. And
you guys have a trade show coming up. I believe it's April 1st.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, April 1st.
At Michael's function.
Yep, it's free to attend. There'll be 40, 50 exhibitors come by. Talk to some of the products and services.
When you say exhibitors, anybody, you don't have to belong to the chamber.
No, we have a great member rate. We save money for being a member of the chamber, but we welcome everyone to participate in the expo. So non-members can also sign up for trade booth, and it's a great way to promote your products, great way to promote your services. And if you're just looking to come in and check out those products and services, completely free to just stop by. There's no registration or anything. You just come in that day, Wednesday, April 1st, Michael's Function Hall, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's free to walk around the show.
Say hi to Basham.
Yeah, he's the best. So have some tahini. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So
with their food, huh?
Oh, it's the best.
You get the kidney lamb chop. Oh, man, don't get me going, will you, please, Louis? Unbelievable.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. It's crazy. It's crazy. He just lost his dad a few months ago, and
great guy, Mike.
Mike was a graduate of Bishop's, and when Bishop's was in its heyday, and Lawrence. Too bad. How many businesses belong to the chamber?
There's just under 1,000 businesses, and as we were talking about before the show, they range from anywhere from a single person startup all the way to 1,000+ companies like Raytheon. So we have very active membership, over close to 1,000 members, 1,000 businesses right around the Merrimack Valley. And we're here in Methuen today, but you don't have to be a Methuen to be a member. You can be in Methuen, Lawrence, Haverhill, North Andover. We even stretch out to Newbury, Salisbury, Lowell, Tewksbury. Even the Boston Celtics are members of the chamber. So
no way.
Yeah, they had their members when they won the championships. We had members at the games actually. So.
Not Joe.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely incredible. I just want to digress just a little bit.
Sure.
I've always been fascinated by your last name, your surname.
Yep.
Bevilaqua. It kind of rolls. It comes out. It sings. And I had the pleasure, and this goes back probably early 90s, to go into there is a community, and I know you haven't been, Michael, but something, you recently married, you got a child, a young child, and for one of your anniversaries, you should go visit the little town of Bevilaqua.
Ah. Where is that in Italy?
Let's go someplace big. We're starting off with Milan.
Okay.
If you're in Milan for a few days, which Milan is a very cosmopolitan city, it would be about an hour and 15 minutes heading toward Venice, toward Verona. And it's very small, but they have this castle there. It was built like in the 13th century, and that was the reason why we stopped.
Okay.
Because we were heading to Verona, and then from there we were going to Venice.
Mm-hmm.
You should see the condition of this castle. It's
really
absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
They have a Chateau de Relais there, which is an upscale hotel franchise. Fantastic. And it's built right into this 13th century castle. It's a fortress, really, is what it is, because the little town, and I don't think there's 1,500 people that live there. I mean, you could miss it in a heartbeat. But the scenery,
can't beat it.
You gotta. I mean,
yeah.
You know something. I hope you go, and I hope you have a great time. And that whole area is just the Veneto, and just fantastic.
Well,
Veneto.
my wife and I got married New Year's Eve 2024, so just over a year now we've been married. But when we were getting married, we said one of the places we want to make sure to check out, and she's been multiple times, I haven't been, is Italy. And then obviously, as I mentioned, 2 months ago, I think today actually, we had our son Michael Jr. So we won't be traveling the next couple of years, but once he's old enough to travel, we definitely want to take hopefully a big family trip down there. So
Is he going to be a Michael or is he going to be a Mike?
Michael.
Okay, you keep it.
Yeah.
Michael's the way it
You
is.
know, we have some people that call him Mikey, some people that call him Mike, some people call him Baby Michael. I call him Michael though. So
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. My the girl that I see now, Barbara, she never calls me Mike, and I go by Mike,
yeah.
but she prefers Michael, and it's
Really?
yeah. I mean, you know, it's like the hotel that we go to. Not the hotel, the restaurant we go to at Seamark at the Encore Hotel. The fella that manages it.
Yeah.
And boy, I'll tell you, he's outstanding at what he does. His name is Leroy Godfrey. But don't call him Leroy.
Huh.
Call me Leroy.
Leroy, yeah.
I haven't heard that before.
Leroy.
Yeah.
But it sounds more,
Professional.
yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly why he does
Leroy.
it.
More
yeah.
elegant, yeah.
Yeah. And me, I'm a plain Mike.
Yeah.
I've always been Mike. I like Mike. You know, did I ever tell you the story, Louis, that when we were getting our application for our wedding, when Lucille and I got married in '65, my middle name is James, and I hated the name James.
Why?
It's my dad's middle name, actually.
I don't know. I just didn't like it. I like Joseph.
So is Joseph his middle name?
No, it's Joseph James.
Oh, just yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So on my wedding certificate, I put down Michael Joseph. Does that mean I was never married for those 57 years?
There are problems.
You
Yeah.
could probably get
53 years.
something passed in court, I think so.
All right,
I'll ask some of my lawyer friends from the chamber. So
Oh, there you go.
Enough with the Bevilaqua last name. And you know what that means translated, right?
drink water.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Grasshopper.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing good. The primary purpose of the Merrimack Valley Chamber is what?
It's his business, you know, assist them in any stage of the business as well. Whether they're thinking of just starting a business, whether they've been in business for 10 years and may need a little assistance, whether it be marketing or reaching someone, the chamber is there to help. So we're here to help in any asset of business.
It's networking too, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you get to exchange ideas with professionals from other.
Yeah, you know,
other work.
the Merrimack Valley Chamber does something better than I think any other group in existence, and that's can make connections. Connecting people through networking is a main thing we do. We do every month. We do morning networking once a month. We do afternoon networking once a month, and we do evening networking twice a month. So every week of the month, you have an opportunity to get out there and make connections.
Wow. And you do this with a staff of yourself, your father, and two
One other
people?
person.
One other person?
Yeah, three full-time people at the chamber. So
I was looking at the list on the board of directors, and it was quite an impressive list.
yeah.
Holy cow!
Oh, we're very fortunate to have so many great people, you know, that are big people right in the Merrimack Valley, right here in the heart of Merrimack Valley. And it all starts with, you know, the former mayor of Lawrence, Mike Sullivan, who's our chairman. And we're very fortunate to have
The best.
strong leadership of the chamber for sure.
Michael, to me, when we communicate, I always write to him as Mayor Mikey. So he knows it's
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But
I haven't seen the council. How many have we had on the show? Had Mike on the show?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a small world, but I'm sure he's good support. His knowledge helps you tremendously.
Oh, for
Of
sure.
course, along with your dad.
Yeah.
Geez, your mother, their marriage could last 300 years because she never saw your father. The guy, every night he was somewhere.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
he'd say,
yeah.
"Oh no, I can't do it that night. I got this. I got this. I got that. I got that."
Yeah.
He knew every place would serve food. He knew where it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Let
He
me-
knows the best. And he used to, one thing my dad, if he went somewhere that had food, he'd always bring it home for me rather than eat it himself. So,
Really?
yeah.
Wow. It's a small world. But you know something, he was a good man. Roger Trudell Michael is saying good morning, and he says it's a beautiful winter's morning out there. And Roger is one of our listeners. As a matter of fact, he grows a lot of tomatoes and vegetables. And
Yep.
so we usually make out like a band that come the good weather and it won't be long. I mean, he was picking up seeds the other day. I called him just to see how he was doing, and he was at a seed catalog.
Okay.
So he was ordering his seeds.
Yep.
Now's the time that you got to start thinking about getting things started, because the snow's going to disappear real quick.
Oh yeah. Once.
I mean, you can see the beating it's taking now.
Yeah, with this 40-degree temps, it's starting to melt it a little bit, and by April it'll be cleared out. It feels like it'll never be gone, but it's on its way out, I think. So,
Michael, the chamber's top priorities, say for 2026, would be what?
Again, just connecting people, and that's what it's all about. We always think about what aren't we doing that we could be doing? What type of programs could we bring into the chamber? Who can we assist? We see restaurants really hurting right now, with the cost of food going up, the cost of delivering just the food going up, the cost of hiring employees and finding great employees. So that's why we started these taste events, and as I mentioned, the Taste of the Merrimack Valley, we've done for 2 years now. We do it every end of September in the Doubletree Hotel in Andover. But we said, what can we do more? So this year,
I've been to it a few times, and boy, I'll tell you, I used to the Wyndham before.
Yes.
And Jesus, Mary and Joseph, that's a great take.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's a great take now. So the date again?
Yeah. So we have our first annual Taste of Haverhill. It's going to be taking place at Michael's Function Hall, which is adjacent to the Phoenician restaurant. And it'll be taking place on Monday, April 13th, 5:30 p.m. right in Haverhill. We're just starting to promote it now, so we're looking to have a lot of great restaurants on here in that day. They just pass out, if you're a foodie, if you love food, you don't want to miss this event. You're going to have an opportunity to try so many great foods, a great assortment of foods as well. You're not going to leave full. Bring your appetite. But again, Monday, April 13th, Michael's Function Hall, 5:30 p.m. And to find out about this program or any Merrimack Valley Chamber programs, check out merrimackvalleychamber.com. Give us a call in the office, 978-686-0900, or give us an email at office@merrimackvalleychamber.com. We're here to help.
So even though you don't belong to the chamber, anybody's welcome, and the fee is
anyone's welcome to any of our events. We have a member rate, we have a future member rate, but for the taste event, we just have one base rate. I don't have the price right yet.
Okay.
We're just finalizing that. It should be right around $50. And once you're in the door, again, other than drinks, all the food is free. So,
not bad. I mean,
sounds like it's for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Sounds like I was going to say. It sounds like it's for you. Why do you always got to break my chops?
I'm just proud of your comp heritage.
I'm staying out of it.
No. This is good.
Yes.
This is give and
No,
take.
I mean it. I admire it. I want to be like you.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure you got it all
Nice
out.
jacket you had today, by the way.
It's called advertising.
Yeah, I know.
I know. You want one?
Do I want one?
Yeah.
I can't use it where I'm going. I can't wear it where I'm going.
That's true. That would turn a few eyes, wouldn't
Yes,
it?
it would.
Michael, the programs that you guys offer, how much time we got? All right, we got about a minute and a half. You offer programs. Who teaches those programs?
Yeah. So we have, as I mentioned, we have plenty of networking opportunities. But we always say, what areas of businesses do people need to find out about? And yesterday we had a human resources program, so it was a great opportunity for we had Schwartz Tandem PC, which is a great law firm, and they had a presenter come talk about the updates for 2026, what people need to know about. Got to ask their questions directly to the speaker. So we have the HR program.
I like that.
Yep, we have a great Women in Business series, a great Government Affairs series. We had, just this past month, we had our big Mayors and Managers program. We had the mayors and town managers all the way from Newburyport all the way to Andover and North Andover and everywhere in between. We also had the Lieutenant Governor come and speak. Great opportunity.
She's nice. I like her.
She does an amazing job, and it's a great opportunity to come listen to them, hear about their updates for 2026, but also meet them yourselves. We know a lot of members that don't know who their mayor is, don't know who their town manager is, and that's why we have these programs.
Is that true?
I didn't believe it till I started working with the chamber, but there's a lot of members that say, who is our mayor? I didn't know who that was. Or who is our town manager? I don't know who that is.
But they'll complain when things aren't right in the city or
Yeah.
the town.
Well,
And yet they don't even know who's representing them.
yeah, it's funny, but the chamber has a great working relationships with our mayors, with our town managers, with their economic development officers. So when a member does have a question, when a member does need a little bit of assistance, we can always point them in that right direction. And that's what I mentioned earlier about making connections. We also make connections with our state agencies, our federal employees, things like that as well.
Michael, hold tight. I need to take a commercial break.
Sure.
And watch some of our commercials. I'm sure some of them, a lot of them, are on the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. Louis, why don't you take us out the break? And we'll be right back.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-273-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler,
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back, and the conversation this morning is dealing with the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. And we have President Michael Bevilaqua with us for the first time and not the last time, I'm sure. You are president, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A little over a year now, so.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. As a 501c3, you have nonprofit status. How do you give back to communities?
Well, some things we do as the Merrimack Valley Chamber, we always say, it's important to give back to the community. So some things we host actually every year. We host a big backpack drive and school supply drive, which is amazing. We do it right in Lawrence. One of our members helps host that event. We have a table probably 12 feet long, filled with backpacks, filled with school supplies. We give it to one of our nonprofits that will distribute to those to children in need. During the holidays, we host not one, but 2 toy drives. I'm blown away how many members bring toys out to those. We pass them out to those who are in need. We have food drives. We have diaper drives. So it's about, assisting, our community members. A lot of our members just don't know who to give to, and they don't know if they should trust those they're giving to. But when the chamber hosts the event, they know it's going to go to those in need.
That's great to hear. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated with the future ones for that.
You guys got to start tooting your own horn a little bit more. You know what I mean? Lou, you have any questions?
No, they're really good at it. Tell us about some of the upcoming events.
Yeah, as I mentioned, the Taste of Haverhill is coming up in April, but another big event, and we mentioned the big expo is coming up at Michael's Function Hall, which we're looking forward to.
That's big, huh?
Yeah, Wednesday, April 1st. It's at Michael's Function Hall right in Haverhill, right adjacent to the Phoenician restaurant. And if you're looking to promote your products, if you're looking to promote your services, it's a great opportunity. Come set up a table, meet the hundreds of people that will walk in that day. There's registration for that event and all of our events, again, at merrimackvalleychamber.com. There's a great early bird rate going on right now. And then we have a great number of networking events coming up. This coming Tuesday, right after the holiday, we'll be at Joseph's Trattoria in Haverhill for a networking event from 5 to 7 p.m. We're looking forward to that one right there. We have a women in business luncheon at the Roma restaurant coming up the following week. The new CEO of Koopman Lumber is a woman. She'll be speaking at that event. So men invited to attend that event as well. It's a great event. We'll be at Pika's Deli and Ice Cream for a great networking mixer as well. We'll actually be down in Linfield.
Louis has them up on the screen.
Yep. We'll be down at Linfield at Davio's for another networking mixer. But there's a whole...
You're going to Davio's?
We're going to Davio. If you're welcome to come as my guest if you can make it. It's going to be... first beginning of March, we'll be down there for a networking mixer. So we have a great partnership with them, and we're looking forward to networking there in Linfield. So as you mentioned, where does the Merrimack Valley extend to? There's no boundaries for the Merrimack Valley Chamber. If you want to host a network event, we'll be there. Yeah. As I mentioned to you earlier, the Boston Celtics are even members of the Merrimack Valley Chamber.
And I see some companies from Southern New Hampshire.
Yeah, Tuscan Market, Tuscan Village, they're members of the chamber. We actually have our big annual summit there each month.
We talked about Joe Farrow.
Yep, he's a great guy. So he spoke at a number of chamber events. So, a whole host of networking events coming up, whole host of opportunities to, again, connect, grow your business with the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. And one thing I do want to mention real quick is that one of my favorite things about our membership, since we have so many events, people that are part of the chamber are more so friends rather than just colleagues. And when someone new comes in, they don't turn their back. It's not cliquey. They'll always welcome new people to the chamber.
So regardless of the size of your business and what you do
yes.
for income,
yeah,
everybody's treated the same.
Yeah, everyone's treated the same. And one thing I love to see about our members is after the events, a lot of them will hang out, go to dinner after, go for drinks after. It's about they know how to make the connections and network with each other.
Louis is a networker.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's free, it's for me. No, I shouldn't say that.
You're projecting, Mikey.
I shouldn't say that. I should be the last guy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right. You know what I like seeing? You've got quite a few women now that are heading up businesses.
Yep.
And I've said this before because, as you noticed on one of our commercials, Encore Boston Harbor Casino, $1 billion.
Sure.
Is one of our sponsors, and I'm Louis and I are both extremely proud of that. And to have a woman break that glass ceiling of men to take over as president for a major casino, that's a milestone. She's not going to be the last. Her name is Jen Holiday. And I have so much admiration for her. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
And she handles, there's 3,300 employees.
It's impressive.
It's a lot of work.
Not anyone can do that.
It's
so.
Incredible when you think about it. But you mentioned Joe Farrow, and these people are so grounded. Instead of saying, look at me, I've done, I do this and I do that. I don't think I know anybody that's as humble as Joe Farrow.
Yeah.
He was taught well by his dad. And, he came to this country as a young man, and talking about Joe Farrow Sr. And, something, he set the rules. He grabbed those kids when they had a little bakery shop here in Lawrence, Joseph's Bakery. And he'd get the kids up at 4:30 in the morning, regardless of how old, Joe Jr. would be like 7, 8 years old. And they would bring them, and the girls worked. The two sisters were in there, and little Joe would be in there working.
Yep.
But it taught him one thing: hard work's never going to kill you. Never going to kill you.
Nope.
And look at what he's created.
And I think people think, they look at the Tuscan Village like, oh, he must be out on an island somewhere or vacationing. He's working 24/7. So
I know.
I think he's a very impressive person. He's a great role model for his kids. And for me as the president of the chamber, I look at him and see how hard he works, and I try to replicate that myself. But a lot of great hardworking people right here in the Merrimack Valley. I think Joe's definitely one of those people to talk about with that.
One thing about growing up in this area, I had an opportunity as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, and now an old fart. But one thing I have to say, the work ethic. There's always been a very strong work ethic in our area.
Yep.
And you can see it in the businesses. You look at the Raytheons. You look at Western Electric, 12,000 people in that building on Route 125. They'd have 3 or 4 cops directing traffic, trying to get the different shifts out of there. You look at Sanders Associates and what those 7 engineers did. They left Raytheon, they started their own company, and they're one of the biggest employees in New Hampshire right now. It's not Sanders anymore, but something, they're the ones that started. They had the Wang family. Another perfect example. From an idea to having thousands of employees to the Wang Towers. It's mind-boggling when you think about it. It's not the Demoulas family. You look at Market Basket.
What started as?
Started as Demoulas, and something, $7 billion this year, or plus. Not bad.
Not bad at all,
90, 91 stores. And, I had the pleasure of starting with them when they only had 6. And I worked retail my life, worked for them. And You know something? And it was a hell of a nice experience. Met some nice people. And again, it was my way of networking, just like you talk about at the chamber, where you have businesses getting together with businesses and networking from there. I mean, I think that's freaking.
Well, I have to commend you and the show, because one of the big problems I have with a lot of people is that people love to talk about the negative things going on and what's wrong with
Good point, Michael.
with business. But
Good point.
I just keep hearing from you. You're praising people. You're talking about the good things. You're showcasing that they are possible right here. A lot of people try to focus on what's negative. I think it's important to focus on what's positive. Show people that it's actually been done before and it's possible to do, rather than just saying why we can't. Talk about why we can.
Yeah. You know something, bang, bang, you're hitting the nail right on the head, it's easy to omit negativity. A lot of people that grew up in Lawrence, when people say, where are you from? They don't want to say Lawrence. Mm-hmm. They'll say Merrimack Valley.
Yeah.
Me, I was very, very proud to say I grew up in Lawrence. I went to Lawrence High School. I met my wife at Lawrence High School. Growing up in Lawrence meant a great deal to me. I had the pleasure of playing in 1961 on an undefeated football team. And back then, it was just Lawrence played Class A teams, which meant we had to play the Boston teams. And it was tough football.
Sure.
Tough football. It really was. And, to go undefeated in 1961, that was quite. Picture this, Michael. The Lawrence Stadium, we would draw 10,000 to 11,000 people on a Sunday.
Wow.
The Patriots were just starting off.
Yeah.
And I believe, and Louis can correct me, I think they were at Nicholson Field when they first got their license.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Their first exhibition was at Haverhill Stadium, by the way. I don't know how many people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Very first exhibition.
I liked Haverhill Stadium. I like it. But that week before we played Lowell for the championship, and it ended up in a 6-6 tie. The Patriots had 10,000 people show up.
Wow. So you outdrew them.
We had 23,000.
Yeah.
23,000.
That's crazy.
They had to put up all kinds of bleachers. I don't know how many cops the city of Lowell
Sure.
had to provide, because it was a away game. And I know the caravan alone, when we left with the buses, there was something like 106 cars, with the colors and the banners and all the baloney that went along with it.
Yeah.
And something, you were proud to wear your Lawrence High sweater or your Lowell sweater. You were proud of being, and then there came a period where people didn't want to have anything to do with the city of Lawrence, which to me bothers me.
Well, I think it's, our offices, we always say our offices in the car because we're always going from city to town, but our physical offices in Lawrence, right on Essex Street. And there's a lot of things to be proud of in Lawrence. I think the mayor's done an amazing job, during his term so far. We've seen Essex Street really transform over the past, 4, 5, 6 years.
It has been an improvement.
Yeah. And, we used to see empty storefronts over the past 4 years. They're occupied, they're cleaned up, the city's clean. It's open for business. It really is, and it's really proud to be part of Lawrence right now.
I'm glad you said that, because I think there is a transition that's going on, and it's for the best.
Yep.
When you start seeing people out sweeping the sidewalks, that's a good sign.
Yep.
You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a big house, but something. Be proud of who you are and what you own.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a 2-family or a 3-family, something, be proud. And I think that's the key word. When you hold your meetings, how the people, you can't have all your businesses representatives show up. Where do you hold them?
We hold them all, that's why we do different things. We do some events which are just networking. They're not intended for all businesses. You're going to have maybe 30, 40 people show up at those.
Okay.
But then, as we mentioned, the mayors and managers event we had at the Doubletree had a big giant function room, which had 300 people there. So something for everyone, really. So
it's not that you turn around and you're going to meet on a Tuesday once a month.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And our members host them at different locations. I mentioned this coming week, we're going to be at Joseph Sartorius in downtown Haverhill. The following week will be at Pika's Deli and Ice Cream in Methuen. Then I mentioned Davio's in Linfield. We'll have our big expo and Taste of Haverhill at Michael's Function Hall. So there's different sizes for each program.
Well, I'm sure you're going to make a positive addition. You already have.
I appreciate that.
And you know something, next year, instead of 1,000 members, what do you think?
Keep growing it. So keep growing it. That's, if you're not a member of the Merrimack.
How do you get new members to join?
I think one of the biggest things is word of mouth. Okay. It's also, we have a lot of again, we have a very positive membership. They'll tell their associates, they'll tell people they do business with, hey, come to an event. When someone comes to an event, they see the value in the membership and they usually join themselves. But it's also, by hosting so many events, people see what's going on. They'll see the positive energy in the room, and then they decide to join also. But if anyone's interested in attending an event, come checking something out. Again, check out our website, merrimackvalleychamber.com, or give us a call, 978-686-0900, or give us an email as well. We're there to help.
That website is excellent. Do you guys maintain that in-house? Or
I do it all myself, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I try to do all the social media myself. I do the website. I didn't know I knew how to do a website before I did it, but try to stay on top of it also. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm
the best compliment I can give you is it looks like a bigger operation than 3 people. It looks like a much
That's
bigger
amazing.
operation.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
We keep busy, so
yeah.
Just at the
hey, listen, I got my next break coming up, my last break, and we come back. You're going to have the honor of hearing a segment that we've created.
Okay.
And it's called Mikey, Tell Us More.
There we go.
And we're going to end up doing it finally.
It's been about a month.
Finally. 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You wait for a Mike as a guest to hear it. So
there you go. All right. Listen, commercial break. We'll be right back, and stay tuned for Mikey, Tell Us More, and then back to Michael.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's, honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-277-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Hello, this is Rico Petroselli. Now it's time for Mikey Scoogatson. Time for Mikey. Oh,
hold on. Take two.
Hello, this is Rico Petroselli. Now it's time for Mikey. Tell us more.
And now we're finally getting to Mikey, Tell Us More segment. It's on the water side of Commercial Street, which a lot of people refer to as Atlantic Avenue. The year is 1919. There stood a giant storage tank. It had been built 4 years before by the Purity Distilling Company, which was massively constructed. It was a great curved structure with steel sides, and it used strong bottom plates that were set into a concrete base and pinned together with the stitching of rivets. Can you picture how big that is?
Yeah.
With the rivets? The Boston molasses purity tank could hold about 2.5 million. Michael, 2.5 million gallons of molasses. And here we are. The date is picture this, January 15th. The year, once again, 1919. It's sunny. It's got a light breeze that's blowing from the southeast. It blew all the way across the north end. The weather had been mild for Boston for this time of year. The temperature was getting up to 40 degrees. And the big Boston molasses tank was just about full. A ship from Puerto Rico had just brought in its contents, and it held a total of 2,300,000 gallons of molasses. At noon on this beautiful January day, it happened to be a Wednesday, Work around the molasses tank slowed down as laborers took time out with the eat their prosciutto and capicola sandwiches. Men paused to eat and chat in a shack that was owned by the Boston Paving Department, which sat adjacent to where the tank was. It was an open area. And also the Boston Fire Department fireboat was moored there. And a lot of the firefighters would get together and have lunch down by the water, even in the wintertime. Louis, the clock is about to hit 12:30, all right? 12:30 in the afternoon. And a sound that was described as a sort of a muffled roar. I can picture that happening. That giant molasses tank started to rip itself apart.
Waiting for the gunshot line.
The gunshot line is going to come up now. It seemed to rise and then split, the rivets popping in a way that reminded many ex-soldiers of machine gun fire. Now you play it.
Okay.
Now you play it. All right. Well, you got it down?
I got it.
Okay,
Yeah. You
good.
want it
I don't know how much good it's going to do me now. Okay, those are the rivets. We'll stop right there. Okay, enough of the rivets. You get the idea what's happening? The rivets are expanding.
Yeah.
They're blowing out.
Yeah, like
they're almost like a machine gun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is what I have to work with. An estimated 14,000 tons of thick, sticky fluid running wild through the streets. It left the ruptured tank in a choking brown wave that was estimated, Michael, to be 15 feet high. Can you imagine?
That's over us, yeah.
15 feet?
No,
Imagine being in that shack and that molasses coming out.
You'll end up in Europe.
Forget that sandwich.
It wiped out. Yeah, really. Forget about it. It wiped out everything that stood in its
Now,
way.
if it were balsamic glaze, it might have been.
Yeah.
Might have handled that.
One steel section of the tank was hurled across Commercial Street or Atlantic Avenue. It nearly knocked out one of the uprights supporting the L, which was the above ground train. An approaching train screeched to a stop just as the track ahead sagged into the onrushing molasses. Michael, you want to know how fast the molasses was moving on this day in January?
Tell us more.
Oh, I like you.
Good job.
Oh, I like you. That wave moved at an estimated 25 miles an hour.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. Can you imagine that?
No.
15 feet of molasses moving 25 miles an hour.
This is one of my favorite Boston history stories. And I post it like every year. And everyone, how can the wave move 35 miles an hour? Well, there were 2 million gallons of it.
All at once.
Unbelievable.
A lot of force.
The final count, unfortunately, was 21 people died.
Wow.
150 were injured. I don't know how many horses were killed, and many houses and businesses were destroyed. Eventually, the court found that the tank had ruptured simply because a factor of safety. It wasn't built the way it should have been built. And there were 100 claims filed, and they were made. The settlements were made out of court. Industrial Alcohol was the parent company, paid off between $500,000 to $1 million. Keep in mind, that was spread out. Survivors of those reportedly received $7,000 per victim. So what was that, 107 years ago?
Yeah, it's a lot more than right now. So
cost of inflation, 2.5 all those years.
Yeah.
So it was worth 131,000.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
For a life.
Yeah. Not worth it.
No.
Not worth it for any amount. But
yeah. And not only that gluey stuff was everywhere in Boston. You couldn't go anywhere without, because you had workers working there cleaning up and their boots and the telephones. You go to a telephone thing would be all gooey and everything else. Everything a Bostonian touch was absolutely sticky. And the Inter Harbor, because they were taking salt water and hosing down. Mm-hmm. Then they threw sand on top of that. But everything was brought back out into the bay. The Bay of Boston turned brown.
Yeah.
Because of all this molasses. Some of the old timers down by Langone Park where they play bocce, they were saying, this was in the 70s, on a hot day in Boston, you could smell the sweetness. You could smell the molasses, even though they capped that over. Now it's a Little League field. They could still smell it.
Yep.
Now, anyway, Michael, you're here for the first Mikey, tell us more segment.
It's an honor.
All right. I hope
We
you
gotta
learned.
get
Hope you
Steve
learned.
Pooley on. If we had Steve Pooley on the show, he's like a local author. He wrote a book on this.
Yeah, I
And
tried.
he's so hard to get a hold of.
I was just going to tell
Yeah.
you that. I was just going to tell you that.
I never knew this before, so it's good to be part of it
Oh,
today.
it's a great story. Yeah.
Yeah,
do some more research when I get back.
Just as when you think about it, it's hard to believe.
It is. It's like a horror movie almost. So
You know,
death by molasses. So
yeah, all about molasses.
Yeah.
But imagine all those people dying because of it, and the damage that it did. And now you look at what goes on the north end. You'd never know in a million years.
Or when you're having a bad day, think about a 15-foot wave of molasses coming after you. Then puts things in perspective, I think.
All you need is one of those boards where you surf a little bit, see where it takes.
Yeah.
Where it takes you. Michael, let's get serious for a second. And again, the Merrimack Valley Chamber plays an important role on the development of our area. It really does. And to hand it over to someone at your age, it's going to be around many, many years. I'm sure that number of members that you have right now is going to swell, because I got to feel, I can tell by talking to you how excited you are about the opportunity.
Yep.
And something, I think you're going to pull it off, really.
I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I've been working with the chamber since 2011, so for a long time now, and just got my foot in the door, worked my way up. And I've been working there since 2011. I've been watching my dad run it from the 1990s. So it's really a great opportunity. I'm proud of it every day, and I get to work with so many great people.
Well, something, following your dad's footsteps, and I have a lot of good things to say about your father. You couldn't ask for a better teacher.
Of course, he's the best. I learn every day and continue to learn every day, even up to today. So.
The fee to join something like this chamber, is it dependent upon the size of your company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the base rate's only $349 for a full year of membership. So
how much?
$349 for a full year of membership. So it's less than $1 a day.
Man, I thought it was so much a month, but that number for the year, that shocked me.
For a full year, you get a number of benefits, and if any business is interested in checking it out, like I said, just come by one of our networking events. I guarantee you, when you leave, you'll be joining the chamber, because you're going to see the impact it has, the opportunity it presents, and there's no reason not to join.
And it is a 501c3 nonprofit.
Yeah,
and that speaks volumes. It really does, because it's about payback.
Of course,
giving back to the community, like you were telling me about those backpacks.
Yeah,
man, oh man. I want to pick up the Tribune, and I want to take a look. I want to see a picture, donated by the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, let's advertise it. Let's, beat your chest a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You must have a lot of restaurants, right?
Oh, yeah. And that's why we do these taste events. It's a great way to promote them. That's why we do our networking and noon lunch series as well. It's a great way to get people in the door of restaurants also.
Restaurants, you can make a lot of money, but its fatality rate is incredible.
It's hard work.
It is.
24/7.
You mentioned a few of the obstacles a little earlier, and you talked about, first of all, trying to get good people to work for you.
Yeah.
The cost of food, everything. I mean, associated.
Everything's gone up.
So. Everything's gone nuts, and it's hard to survive. And only the people that have the best product are going to be the ones that are going to be up there. People want something for what they're paying for, and it seems like the prices go up, everything's getting smaller. I mean, you look at a Hershey bar, it used to be 16 ounces, then silently it went to 15 ounces, and then 14 ounces.
You pay more for less now.
This is it.
Yeah.
Everything. I said, look, what the hell happened to the Hershey bar? Thing disappeared.
The ice cream container shrunk, so.
Yeah. But business to business, working, interfacing, can really help you a lot, especially with that many different people belonging. If
you
can get your name out there, and all of a sudden you're passing out a card, and somebody says, something, we haven't been there. I hear good things. Let's try it. And word of mouth, best advertising you can get.
I agree. If you have a good experience somewhere, you're going to tell everyone. So,
yeah. I hope that you do get a chance to visit Italy. Your grandparents were born in Italy, or were they born here?
On my dad's side, they were both born in Italy. My grandfather and grandmother were both born there, and I hear all the stories about Italy, how great it is. So it's definitely on my bucket list. I will get there soon, but my son's 2 months old this week, so not soon enough, but it will be soon. So.
I think you'll really enjoy it, and I know for a fact that you're going to try to find the community of Bevilaqua and take some pictures.
Yeah,
that castle is absolutely incredible, and there's a restaurant in there that'll knock your socks off. And talk about a view.
Yeah,
Chris, beautiful.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Check
beautiful.
it out. So
there's also, Louis, I don't know about you, but I don't know. Is there any towns named Blasi in Italy?
Not that I'm aware of. Not too many people named Blasi in Italy.
I know.
It's not a common name.
But I was going up to Lake Como and got my little Fiat. Spent 3 weeks in that little sucker. Killed me. Driving up to Lake Como, we passed the community of Lamazzo.
Oh, really?
So I'm on the autostrada. I kept the thing floored. That couldn't keep up. And I pulled in, and Lucille says, "Where the heck are you going?" I said, "I'm looking for the town hall. I want to go over and have a picture taken with the mayor."
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find him.
No.
They didn't know where he was. He disappeared. It was MIA. Listen, we're out of time. Hey, everybody, thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you again for the opportunity. It's great to meet you.
I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
I mean that sincerely. Hey, next week, I hope you have time. Join us. We'll be on at 11:04 to noontime. Lou, thank you. Take care. Ciao, everybody.